Hey there, good afternoon, 1:20. Go to the downtown tunnel. Start that again. Hey there, good afternoon. 1:30 in the afternoon, dreary conditions, Tuesday. Hey, I'm filming this in 2.7K and 60 frames per second, which when I render this, I'll just render it in 1080p 60. But just curious to know if the 2.7 comes out looking any better than the 1080p. So, getting ready to go look at some exterior work for a real estate guy. Kind of getting ran around my ass to get to my elbow here. I was going to go a totally different route. I don't know why it's got me going this way, but earlier today, all ways going to this particular city were completely frickin' blocked. So I'm going to listen to the GPS on this one. Usually when I don't, I regret it. But yeah, we're going to go look at some exterior work. Hopefully...
Turn left onto Pavilion Drive. Then take a slight left turn to merge onto I-264 east toward downtown tunnel.
Hopefully it's a decent job. Won't know till we get there. So I've been working on some video work. I got a check from the roofing
left
job.
Lane to take a left turn to merge.
Okay, let's stop. Yeah, I got the check from the roofing job. Was able to go to the grocery store, buy my son some clothes. Kind of feel like, I'm living life on life's term. I don't know what I'm saying. I just hope this is a good little job for us upcoming. That would be great. Certainly need the next job. I'm going to be doing some advertising for some roofing work. I would love to do some more roofing work. I was telling Gene about that this morning, how we should put together a crew. Gene as the lead man, get two other guys who are relatively competent or fully competent, whatever we can find, and let's take on some roofing jobs. I'll go try to sell some work, and I'll get out there and do the work too. I got no problem with that. But, man, if we could do a couple of roofs a month, I know that's kind of crazy, like 4 roofs a month. Joe, we wouldn't even need to worry about no painting, which is the last thing on my mind at all. But to think about this, what if we could do roofs and drywall? Those two things kind of go hand in hand. When you've got a roof leak, well, you end up with drywall repairs that are needed. Yo, we could do roofs and drywall. I've even been thinking of a name for a roofing company. I don't want to share that because I don't want somebody to dox us or to steal the name, but I've got a pretty cool name for our roofing company. Somebody gave me the idea of Guerrero Roofing, which sounds hella Spanish, but I don't think that would work. Anyways, I talk too much. Let's go look at this exterior work. It's windy as shit outside. I brought the drone just in case. Let's go see if this could be a couple $1,000 job. That would be great. So this is about 6,500 square feet?
Yeah, total, 3 floors.
Wow. It's a brain surgeon that rents this, ain't it?
What's that?
I said, it's got to be a brain surgeon that rents this.
Yeah, this is at my parents' house.
Oh, wow. This is something.
And, no wallpaper up here except for the lower walls and the bedrooms. It's all wallpaper. These 2 bedrooms are not.
Okay. So will you be leaving the wallpaper or removing it?
Leave it.
Okay. All right, is the plan to put this on the market?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, Jesus.
It's really not that bad other than
Yeah, what would you want to do with that? So if we're gonna leave the, how would you want to address that? Just caulk it?
I think so, I'm not sure yet.
Well,
I don't want to deal with taking down this wallpaper though.
no, for sure. This would be it'd certainly be some cost.
That's all wallpaper, there's a little bit of damage. Here. That skylights.
We can take care of that.
And just redoing this stuff, I think will be fine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so this definitely changes things with as much wallpapers in here.
Yeah, it's not bad, really.
I would bet my life that this is probably oil-based paint on this trim.
I think it is, it's also oil on the outside.
Yeah, oh, I know it's oil on the outside. And so, obviously we need to scrape that back,
Yeah.
clean that up prior to doing the painting work. Yeah. Well, it's meticulously kept, so,
Yeah.
you know, it could be, like you said, room by room. It may not need a full
Right.
repaint.
Right.
All right. Wow. Okay. All right, dormers up top, don't need to be worried about, but if we're looking at the front of the windows, we got 4 up top, 4 down low. We've also got the entryway that could potentially need some loving as well too. I'm guaranteed that this is oil-based paint around these windows. And we can see the damage right there. All right, so the front side has 8 windows. We do have some 3rd floor up there. Definitely will need the 40 foot to reach that. Let's go ahead and look at one of the worst windows, which is this guy right here. She's just very much bad off. That area right there is going to need to be repaired, obviously. Cut all that out. And then here is an idea of the trim. We're probably looking at something on the larger side, 3 1/4 possibly, 3 1/2. Let's go ahead and see if we can look in the backyard. What an impressive home. Over 6,000 square feet. Will have to be oil-based paint. Will have to be unbelievably protected for the glass. There's our big repair right there. Guess what? It's raining again on us. So there's our big area of repair right there. Not too bad back here. Not too bad here. Let's go ahead and see over here real quick. Garage door does have some peeling. Yeah. Not too bad up there. Let's look at the far side. Nothing too major. Yeah. That door right there is pretty rough. Oh man, she's very bad. Right there. Okay. Got some soft spots in here. Soft spots in here. Yeah. Definitely has been some repair work that's taking place. This window would need a lot of work. Yeah. All right. Seen enough. Holy moly. I don't know where I'm at. All right, hey, so we just went and looked at a monstrosity of a single family home over 6,000 square feet. I asked the real estate man, I said, a brain surgeon rents this, does he not? Because I can't even imagine what the rent on something like that would be. And nobody rents it. He said it was his parents' house and they are selling it. And you want to talk about probably, oh shit, I don't know, millions? I mean, not millions, but a million? Possibly. I could see that house being $1 million. 6,000 square feet, 3 stories. So anyways, the exterior work, yep, there's that. He's already had a painter come and bid the work. I was just talking about I really ain't trying to be doing no painting. But that house needs painting, and he's got painting work that needs to be done, and it's oil-based painting at that. And, you know, he said the painter came in and told him about $35 an hour and roughly about 10 hours, which is kind of on the low side, to be honest. It's $3,500. And for me to be competitive with that, whew, can I be competitive with that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him the repair work, I guess with the painting, which I guess what he said is he's already gotten a quote for $3,500 to do it. I don't know that I could do it any cheaper. I don't know that I could do it for $3,500. And you know what was so freaking embarrassing too? Is I was showing the man a picture of the repair work that he asked us to come look at on my phone, and a freaking notification popped up as he's looking at my phone from my dumbass bank talking about insignificant funds to cover a purchase. What the man, I just put a $4,600 check in the bank, man. Damn, that's crazy. No, he saw that. I got to look desperate. You got this guy walking in the middle of the street holding the sign up. He'll literally, like, almost damn near let you hit him with the car. And then he'll cuss at you when you don't pay him no mind. And he's wearing a Patrick Mahomes hoodie. Unreal. He's literally like walking in the freaking road. I'd ask him if he wants to do some roofing work. $3,500 for a 6,000 square foot house, but obviously, how many windows do you imagine it is? And it can't be talking about that dental molding at the very top. He can't be talking about painting that. Maybe he is. For $3,500? All right, well, there's our prospect right there. What would you charge for that job? Including materials, paint, repairs, labor. How long do you think a job like that would take? That's probably almost a week. Good morning. It is Wednesday morning, almost 8 o'clock in the morning, 10 till. Getting the show on the road, some kind of a way, hoping for a good day. Not anything on the agenda yet. Could potentially be some exterior repair work through our real estate guy. However, the weather was supposed to be improving today. It was supposed to be nice today, tomorrow, and Friday, and it ain't looking too nice at all. It's pretty gloomy out, and we did have just a little bit of sprinkles going on. I mean, still kind of do. So I don't know. I got to put together a proposal for the exterior work that I looked at yesterday for the real estate guy, and I'm guessing that he's wanting that price to be around $3,500. I want that price to be higher than that. He told me that that was the quote that he's already gotten, where some other painter said that he could come in and do all of that at $35 an hour, roughly 10 hours worth of work. And that math ain't mathing at all. Hell no. We're talking multiple days out there. 4 days, actually, is what I put that estimated amount of work at, which would be 1 day, a day and a half actually, of doing wood repairs, 1 day of priming, and 2 days of painting. So really it's 5 days, I think. 1.5. No, it's four and a half, or something like that. 4.5, 5 days is what it would take. It's about 2 days of painting. Now, one thing that I don't want to mess with is the dental molding at the top of the house that basically goes around the house. I don't necessarily think that that needs to be painted, and if it does need to be painted, that's going to add $1,000 to the price, straight up. I mean, it just is. It's going to be slow. It's going to be a pain in the ass trying to reach that shit. We're going to need a 40-foot ladder out there, which we don't have. We've got a 32. So I got to figure this thing out. And that's what I'm going to go work on first thing this morning. I want to, I guess, begin this little segment by saying I didn't realize, and it took me till yesterday to do so, just how down on me a lot of you who watch these videos are. I know I probably come across as foolish, stupid, but man, you guys rag on me pretty tough. And I'm not going to sit here and say that it gets to me, because I try to not let it. This ain't no pity party neither. I'm not looking for you to be like, gee golly, we're hurting Joe's feelings, let's not do that. I mean, it is what it is. A lot of you have a lot of things to say, and a lot of times I don't particularly care to hear that negative stuff, and sometimes that's all that it is. You know, I share about the roofing job. We got the roofing job completed, and man, just so many comments. It almost seems like you guys were just mad that it came out good, and would have been only happy if we would have failed at it. And I get it. You know, it is a lot of haters that watch the video, so can't do nothing about that. But I do want to let you guys know one thing. Outside of the comments, whatever, say what you will, it's the internet after all. I signed up for this. You got no idea the shit that I'm going through on a personal level, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't know if I've mentioned it. I know that I have. I don't know if I've cut it out, I should say. That my life is an absolute shambles, and I'm not talking about my financial life. It is what it is. My financial life has a lot to do with why my life is in shambles. But, you know, it's a domino effect. When the finances are screwed up, then other things suffer as well. My morale, my state of mind, and then, you know, my family life kind of is rough and tumble as well, too. You don't really know what a person's going through, and I want to tell you, man, I'm going through it on so many different levels. So could you be nice to me? Because for the love of God, man, I got nobody else. Nobody that I can talk to, which is probably why I talk about stuff so much. Anyways, it is what it is. One of these days, maybe, things improve. And when they do so, maybe that'll have a domino effect. It's crazy how when you're down, and no one's around type stuff. But when you're up, you're up. And everybody's on your side. So, in other news, I've been sharing videos for the last 2 days over on After Prison Show, and that has been not too bad. Haven't really had to go, well, I mean, it's been extra work for sure, but it's been work that I've enjoyed to do, you know. So that gives me a little bit of hope. Not really hope that After Prison Show bounces back, and hell, I don't know what it gives me hope for. Maybe it is exactly that. That foolish pipe dream, so to speak, that I tend to always hold on to and can't never let go of. Oh, one other thing real quick I want to share. Somebody had made a comment talking about this spoon on my visor, insinuating that had something to do with drugs. I've seen that comment one other time as well, and I never addressed it. Maybe. I mean, look, I like to believe that clearly I'm not on frickin' drugs, right? But it is a spoon on my frickin' visor, or at least that's what it looks like. I'm going to show you when I get to the stoplight exactly what it is, because it's not that at all, in fact. Yeah, so just got back to my house. All right, so anyways, this that has been referred to as a spoon. It looks like a spoon, right? It's not. It's the back side of a, whatever this is. A brooch. I don't know what you call this. It's my wife's grandmother's, something like that. It's a family heirloom. It came out of one of my wife's vehicles. When we were selling it, I ended up with it some kind of a way. It ended up in my truck. It's supposed to be a good luck thing, I think is what it was referred to as. And well, I don't know if that's working much for me. Sorry. I'm not really doing anything today. Ain't nothing going on. Probably going to do a live stream. Thinking about taking this casino voucher that I've got to the casino. It's $200. Thinking about doing $100 on some craps. I don't know. Probably a silly, stupid idea. All right, so anyways, 9:43 in the morning, here's where we are. So I was working on editing a video for After Prison Show. I spent a good little bit of time putting together the proposal for our real estate guy for that exterior work that I went and looked at yesterday. And the fact of the matter is I cannot do it for the price that he is looking for. He said he had a painter come out there and say that he could get it taken care of for about $35 an hour, roughly 10 hours. Ain't no frickin' way, Jack. You, what, the whole house? The whole house. That's what you're talking about? And, well, the whole exterior, I should say. So here's a count of everything on this house. You got 8 windows on the front of the house, plus a big ass trimmed out entryway. You got 6 windows on the side of the house, the left side of the house, plus an unbelievably massive, large set of windows at the rear of the left side of the house that wrap around to the back of the house. Then you've got a set of French doors on top of that. Then you got a big ass garage door on the back of the house with a set of French doors on top of that. Excuse me, there's no French doors on top of the big windows. It's on top of the garage door. Then you go around to the right side of the house and you've got 8 more windows plus a set of big ass bay windows, French doors on top of those bay windows, and then another set of unbelievably completely deteriorated French doors also over there. Not to mention the 2 fascia repairs. You talking about you're going to get all of that done in 10 hours? Nah, man. So I gave him a quote for $4,500, and that doesn't even include the dental molding all the way at the top. What we would definitely need a 40-foot ladder for that we don't have, or a frickin' boom lift. I told him for the dental molding, that's going to be an additional $1,000 if you want to get that added in there too. I said this is going to take roughly a week to complete. 2.5 days on repair work and scraping and bondoing and cutting out wood and priming. And then another 2 days just in painting. And it's oil-based paint at that. So that ruins anything that it touches outside of what you're trying to use it for. I sent him a proposal, completely broken down. I mean, itemized to the T. And then I asked for 25% down. It'd be $1,125 down. I can't take on any more big jobs without money down. So who knows if he goes for that. I also am seeking out additional work. Who knows what pops up, if anything pops up. But the weather outside is frightful. I mean, it's windy, it's shitty looking. It looks like it's going to rain any minute. So the fact of the matter is we probably aren't going to be doing anything today. So should I go to the casino and blow that voucher? What if I could double it up though? What if I triple it? That is what a gambling addict would say. Exactly what a gambling addict would say. I got to clean up the house, maybe do a live stream, edit some video. Nothing else too exciting to report. Hey, what would you bid that job at? I'd be curious to know. I think this is a good place to wrap things up at because it doesn't look like much else is going to be taking place. So let me stop talking so damn much. Hopefully by the next video, we're on to the next job, whatever that's going to be. I can't see the real estate guy not going for this. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. He's got a quote allegedly for $1,000 cheaper. Why wouldn't he? Oh, and real quick, I looked up that house. I thought that house was 6,500 square feet. I thought that's what I heard him say. It's not. It's almost 5,000 square feet. It's 4,900 square feet. And that house sold. He said it's his parents' house. Real estate man said it was his parents' home. You know his parents bought that house back in 1989. And you want to know what they paid for that son of a gun? $290,000. Back in 1989, that is $1 million plus in today's economy. And what that house is valued at right now is $1 million. So I think the game plan is that they're trying to get that house sold. Let us help you do the repair work. Anyways, hey, some kind of a way. Hope this was a video you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think. I'll look forward to sharing more with you just as soon as I can. Until then, take care.